Alright, I'm Shagath269. Welcome back to Dark Souls Prepare to Die Edition. We're gonna go ahead and head over here to take out the Capra Demon now, which... this guy's a favorite of mine. I'm not particularly good at this guy. He's fast, he's aggressive, and he comes with some friends. However, on my last Soul Level 1 playthrough, I took him out in one try, which is rare. This is one of the bosses that tends to kill me. So, I was feeling kind of good coming into this, but, you know, it's always a risk. You never really know. Oh yeah. I'm just trying to figure out what's the best path to take. Screw these guys, they're not even worth it. This is a thing a lot of newer players don't realize about the game. It's super easy to run past enemies. It takes some time to get used to their movesets and kind of learn what they're doing, how they do it, how they look when they do it. It takes some time to learn that, but all in all, it's kind of easy to just run past a majority of enemies in this game. Which is, of course, a trick speedrunners use. And I think here I was debating what I wanted to do, and I decided against it. You probably know. So, again, it's super easy to run past guys in this game, so do a little weaving here to avoid the arrows. But I didn't think the dragon was going to do anything. Ah! There he is. You notice that bit where I hesitated. Had I not hesitated, it wouldn't have been an issue. But yeah, I hesitated, so it allowed him to catch up with me. But now he flies off, and I say, alright, the arrow guys are the main reason I hesitated, so let's take them out. And grab my souls and book it out of here. And of course this time he doesn't show up. So like I said before, to go into here you don't have to beat the Taurus Demon or the gargoyles. All you need is the Master Key if you want to do that. There's also a jumping shortcut, but that's... I would consider it a glitch. And by the way, take the ladder. Yeah, I'd been drinking that night, but I was playing with a buddy and I just kind of walked off the edge there. It doesn't feel good, it doesn't work. So here's the shortcut back up to the regular Undead Burg, which I recommend going up here and just using this bonfire. Sound seemed to crap out there for a second. I always like to sneak up on this guy and get the backstab. I don't know why. He's not really much of a threat. There's another thing about this game that, again, people don't seem to realize, is that playing aggressive is often beneficial. But there's a balance, the way I play, between aggressiveness and cautiousness. You'll notice, again, I'm always using the shield like that. That's the cautious side, but with a lot of enemies, they don't really know how to react if you get up in their grill. You know, get right up in their face and don't give them a chance to breathe. And, you know, sometimes I'm thinking of some particular bosses that if you're so close to them, they can't even really hit you. It's surprisingly effective. So you might not have noticed, but here he comes. We got dogs to deal with. These guys are a pain. They can do, I believe, bleed damage, and they're fast, and they can avoid your strikes if you're not careful. So, be careful. There's 3 of them down there, so this is why I'm trying to take them one at a time, because you saw how bad the rats messed with me earlier. These guys are worse, by far. Oh, here comes the last one. See, I didn't actually mean to kick him. You know, today it gets really wonky with kicks for me. Just seeing if, nope, it's not the door, but this one is.
Somebody, please let me out of here. Somebody, anybody, help me. Unlock the door. Damn, I'm finished. How did this ever happen? Brilliant. You opened the door for me. Thank you. I'm saved. I thought I might never escape. I am Griggs of Vinheim, a sorcerer of the school. I am much obliged for your assistance. Thanks to you, I may now resume my travels. Oh, hello. I'm fine. I will rest a while, then return to Firelink Shrine. I have my sorcery. I will be more cautious. Besides, I have an important task at hand.
Alright, we get the sorcerer equipment. This is the starting gear for sorcerers.
Oh, hello. Besides.
The game really doesn't like me right now. And the catalyst, which again, you need a catalyst to actually cast sorceries. Think of it as a wand. I like how he says he's going to rest for a while. It's like you've been trapped in there. Is that not rest enough? These guys are some of the worst enemies in the game because of that fire. And they'll do this move where they come out and jab like 5 or 6 times. I think one of them just did it a moment ago. I wasn't looking. You're gonna see it, don't worry. You're gonna see it again later, if not right here. If they catch you in that, you're gonna feel it. You probably die. I would probably die with as much health as I have right now. So Twin Humanities works the same way as a regular humanity. It heals you up to full, but it gives you 2 humanity as opposed to 1. Hence the twin. Now, since I've upgraded my reinforced club enough, I can hit a wall and do nothing. Oh, actually, I can come up to this door and do that. And I can come up to this door and do that. And the reason I did that is because 3 doors open up, each one with an enemy. It's an ambush. But I took care of that problem. So you get the Hollow Thief's Hood and a Mail Breaker. And yeah, those guys can be, they can be a bit of a bother. They can parry and riposte, and they can also get a backstab if you're not careful. So I'm watching here because I know there's more guys on the way. I don't know exactly where from or when they trigger. Getting pyromancy ready. And you can see a dog right there. That's the guy that really worried me because these guys are not as fast. So you see they're grouped together right there. If I'd hit them at that point, it would take them both out. Doggy! He's a mean one. Yeah, I don't mind killing deformed, rotting demon dogs. But regular dogs are super hype. I love regular dogs. Or wolves. I will admit that sound absolutely terrified me. Because I was like, is he not going to come? Is he not going to attack me? Yep, and I was practically face-palming myself right here. Angry that I had wasted all the souls and shards on this dingy stuff or whatever it is. Tattered stuff, that is. When the black leather was right there. So yeah, that completely changed how I was going to approach things. And yeah, I was trying to lock onto that guy or hit him, but it didn't work. He's just there to ambush you. Noob trap. He gets you one time and you really don't forget. So these guys can parry and riposte you. Well, he turns it into like a throat slash. But that's a parry and riposte. It doesn't feel good, if you can't tell. Well, it didn't hurt that much, considering he cut my throat. But, regardless. So you want to be careful. Those guys, you want to try and get them while they're recovering from an attack. Or get around behind them to prevent that. Which, really, that's the same with pretty much every enemy in the game. Almost forgot.
Used to have more senses about you, and why won't you buy some of my moss? I need your souls.
What is wrong with these people? So that reduces bleeding. I don't really care. Takes a while for bleeding to build up, and not many things inflict bleeding. Maybe in a PvP that would work. Reduces poison buildup. That's useful. And cures poison. I don't really care about the buildup, but curing it is good. Reduces poison and toxin. Toxin. Good. You're going to want those for later. Poison throwing knife. Never really used that. Dung pie. Turns toxic. Alluring skull. Charcoal pine resin. Puts fire on your weapon. That's actually not bad. Yeah, you can actually buy a little bit of humanity from here. There's not a lot to worry about right now. So the reason you might have noticed the boss fog a few moments ago before I went through that last little ambush with the last two thieves. The reason I didn't want to go there right away is because, like I said, this boss gives me trouble. By the way, if you notice that little cutoff to the right, that is actually the normal way that people will take to get into the Undead Burg. In case you somehow don't know. So yeah, we're back at Firelink. That's basically the attack that the fire guys will do, but it's much worse with the fire guys. So yeah, I'm coming back here because, as I said, this upcoming boss gives me trouble, and I don't want to die and have to go back through the lower Undead Burg. So coming through Firelink Shrine here and just taking out those couple thieves are going to be the easiest way. Watch this. Bye! That's very, very satisfying. Now, I try to get this guy as well. As I told you, though, I fail at kicking. And there we go. Make sure he's dead, because I'm screwing everything up. Now, if you look there, that bridge type, the lower part of the bridge there, you can actually jump to that and get an item. It's a ring of sacrifice. There it is. I'm not going to worry about it right now. Maybe later. We'll see. Oh, look who it is.
Oh, hello. I regret meeting you under such compromising circumstances. At least we both made it back unscathed. Incidentally, would you care to learn any sorceries? You're clearly talented, and besides, I owe you. Of course, we will require some materials, but I'm happy to teach you some elementary spells. Are you interested? Splendid. Very well. I am pleased to have a chance to give something back. Well then, let's get started straight away.
Alright, so yeah, you got some basic sorceries, Soul Arrow, Heavy Soul Arrow, and Great Soul Arrow. All the same versions of the same thing, I guess. Fall Control. It can come in handy, I guess, if you're trying to do something in particular. I mean, it just reduces your fall damage. Pretty basic stuff. I don't know. Magic Weapon actually buffs your weapon.
Goodbye.
It can be useful.
Oh, hello.
I wanted to check
So
what else he had for sale.
Myself. I'm fine.
Yeah, so I forgot that I got a catalyst earlier, so I was just showing it off. So notice it has an E strength scaling, and that's because it has a physical attack, not very strong, but it's got an A intelligence scaling. So the way that sorcery works is it actually depends on the catalyst, and the catalyst will scale with your stat. A scaling is really good, by the way. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and rest here. Repair everything, and here we go. So as I said, the upgrading the tattered stuff was a waste. I did not mean to do that, and I'm messing up even getting back to Andre. We'll get back to him eventually. If I recall correctly, I think I'd take a shortcut out of here, just to avoid taking even longer to get back. Gotta pop all these souls. Just to make sure I have enough for what I need. So I went with the armor first, because it's actually got the highest stats, so I figured I'd get it up first, and then focus on like the gloves and boots and stuff. This is fun. So yeah, Soul of the Mystical Moonlight Butterfly. Special beings have special souls. A butterfly soul is a creation of Seat the Scale, is used to acquire a large amount of souls or to create some kind of an item. So yeah, boss souls, look at that, whopping 1,200, whoa!
Well, you need it.
Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, so with boss souls, you can make items, special weapons and all with them. And I'm typically not a huge fan of most of those. I rarely even make any of them, to be honest. I've only ever really done it for completion's sake. Oh yeah, I'm checking out the new defense stats, and we're at 89, 92, 124, and I think that was 73. 93, 90, 74, and 76. So some things get changed around a little bit, but all in all we have higher physical defense, and it's just going to continue getting higher as this is upgraded. This is, I think, a much better set, and it looks a lot better too. Yeah, like I said, I did take a bit of a shortcut to get back. Just to save a few moments. Now I decided I was gonna kick this guy off. Or, no, never mind. I decided to parry and riposte because, I don't know. I thought I was still on my kicking spree. Come on. There we go. Kicking spree. So by the way, rats are one of the best sources of humanity in the game, if you want consumable humanity. So every time I kill a rat, I try to make sure if they dropped any. There was a really good farming run later on where you can easily get to and from it. You know, it only takes a few seconds to get to it. Doesn't take very long to get through. Best place to do humanity. I actually feel kind of bad for this guy. Look at this. Actually looks so sad just seeing him get up like that. I felt a little bad when I did that. And take care of him. Just like that. Yeah, much more effective. Now I'm waiting on the dogs because I don't want them to both attack at once. See that? They can dodge. I still don't like the sound he made. Ugh. Alright, so here I was checking, what do I have? Do I have any resin or anything? No, I didn't go to get it. Did a second run to make sure. I was genuinely nervous about this. Because I just never do well, and yeah, good luck indeed. So there's a few strategies to this. I'll outline them as the fight goes. One of the strategies is to rush in. I'm not going to take that strategy, and it works out pretty well. Instead, I'm going to put my shield up and lock onto the boss and use that to get around him. The other strategy is to rush in and straight to these stairs. I typically get hit while doing that strategy, and then whether I actually survive or not is luck. So the dogs came up here and freaked me out a bit, but I managed to take them out. Popped an Estus just to be safe, and the Capra Demon was stuck down there in an AI loop for a little bit. So I decided to fireball him. And I did not plan on cheesing him this badly. But, yeah, work with what you're given. So this is the main strategy I like to use, is you go up there, wait for him to get up there, and then you drop down and attack him once he drops down. Fireballs, or if you have arrows or something, that changes the game a little bit. But I did not mean to take him out so much with just pure fireballs. I didn't realize I was going to do that. Typically, he's actually not hard with melee, and I'm going to show you how it works. He takes a long time to recover from his fall right there. So you've got a lot of time to get in there and get a couple good two-hand hits on him, and then back out. But yeah, he is fast and aggressive. He doesn't play around. But that fight went about as smoothly as I could have expected. Only used, I think, one Estus during the fight. And I wouldn't have even needed it. So we're going to go down here into the depths now, which things get a little more dangerous. Thought there was an item there. Things get a little more dangerous, but all in all, it's still pretty manageable for now. I gotta watch my back here. It was locked onto that other guy. That's the item I was expecting. Now, if you look down there, there's a few of those fire-wielding guys. But with the 8 Estus, I just decided I'd go ahead and take this on now. I hate boxes! That guy. Now here's where it gets fun. You want to take these guys one at a time. You don't want to spend, or you don't want to get too many of them aggroed on you, or you're going to have a bad time. And we're not playing this to have a bad time. Almost hit me with that. That was super close. Yeah, I didn't know where that dude was coming from. I forgot about him. Now this guy, I don't remember if the other dogs were taking one hit when I was one-handing it or not, but that guy took 2, so I think they got stronger here. And that does happen in this game. So yeah, now the butcher there, she's not happy. Those blades, you know, they can pack a punch. Get back here, hit in the back a couple times, get a backstab if you're better than I am. Like that. Yeah, and one of the big reasons I wanted to come down here now. Large Ember. That's what I thought I was killing the Moonlight Butterfly for. But as we already discovered, that's not. So now, I was thinking, oh, this is hype. Yeah, look at that dog. If you go around this side, you don't have to fight either of the dogs here in the water. I was watching just to make sure. That guy is preferable to a dog. So I'm looking at the butcher up there, and this is a pretty boring scene right here. I didn't know what triggered the butcher to fall. If you had a fireball, you can actually toss it up there, and it does some decent damage. Look at that dude rolling around back there.
Yes, you. Here, over here. Please, you must help me.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for that to happen. It's just not. So I finally decided to talk.
Thank you.
And keep my guard up.
Being eaten alive. I shudder to think. Thank you. Thank you dearly. I am Luencius, or the Great Scroll. Oh,
So that dude might look a little familiar.
I'm fine, thanks to you.
Meaning he's wearing the Pyromancer starting gear, and he's got a Pyromancer glove on. And also, screw boxes and barrels. And buckets. Buckets too. Yes, I don't like buckets. And it happens, finally. And finish her off. This one in particular, I believe the developers confirmed, was actually a female. I know, seems weird. I'm debating what to do, and I've decided what to do. We're gonna go down here and get the bonfire. What up, dude? Getting online. Now, you do not want that guy to fall on your head. In fact, until the past couple days, I did not know that you could actually trick him into falling like that. He'll jump on your head, he'll take your life down pretty low. I could survive it with how much health I have, but it would be slim pickings afterwards. It's a noob trap is all. This game has a lot of them. Now if you look up, there's a bunch more noob traps. See? And it takes a lot for me to kill these guys. If I hit them with that attack, you'll notice they get like staggered, they can't do anything for a while. So it keeps them from even attacking me. Anytime now. And yes, they can drop Titanite shards, particularly green and large. Green are used for the divine upgrade path, and large are used for normal. Yeah, that's it. The large shards are less common, but they can drop them. One of the only guys that you can actually farm them from. And they're right next to a bonfire, so if you really want to farm them, it's not that difficult. I love getting them both at once. Except there, the guy hit me. Used master key. I think you can use another key to get in as well. I think we already have it. I don't remember. So always get the master key. Alright, repair everything as usual. That's a pretty good habit to get into. Upgrade that. So now, I was sad that I didn't have the souls, you know. Or that I didn't have anything to do with the souls. Only 87 damage. If you hug this left wall and just run through, you're safe. And again, hug this wall and you're safe from the dogs here. And of course, you want to be safe from the dogs, don't you? Like, he dodged into it. What a loser. This part. That guy caught me off guard. Those guys caught me off guard. That guy caught me off guard. What'd I say about that fire being dangerous? And I remembered there's a guy over here, but he wasn't there, and that guy is going nuts. That guy is going nuts. This room is not pleasant. Look at that. Synchronized. Look at that. Triple kill. I approve. Alright, let's get up here. No, yeah, all the guys are dead now, so. Finally back up into the lower Undead Burg. Back up here to Mr. Archer Dude. So, I'm checking how much large Titanite shards I have. How many large Titanite shards I have, and I realize I don't have any. So the whole reason I was coming up here was to go back to Andre and upgrade my reinforced club, but I don't have the materials to do it. So yes, the way that works, of course, is if you have a +5, you have to ascend it past +5, whether you do that to divine, fire, yeah, you can only do lightning from +10, so that's a shortcut you can take, and as you see, I'm not good at it. I think I make it this time. Yeah. Speedrunners are pretty good at that one. I was tempted to do... Oh, I did? Okay, fair enough. I thought I did that one later. So anyways, you have to ascend the weapon past +5, and you can't do that from the bonfire. You can only do ascensions at a blacksmith. Now this guy, I wanted to make sure... You can get a pretty good attack on him, but I wanted to make sure because he actually packs a pretty big punch. So I wanted to be 100% sure. I'm like, alright, he's weak enough. So as you see a moment ago, though, I got the spider shield, which is what I've been wanting. So yeah, get your two-hand ready and just plunge attack him. He's 600 damage. I probably would have taken him out without the fireballs. There's some rats hanging out in there. That guy always drops a humanity, by the way. But anyways, yeah, so even if you're going with the normal upgrade path, if you want to go from +5 to +6, you've got to do it at the blacksmith. And by the way, hug the far left on this. I don't think you can do it on the right, but hug the left, and it's a really quick shortcut. And this lets you open up the shortcut from the bonfire as well, which is right up here. And this gets you back to the bonfire, which also gets you a shortcut to the boss. So there's actually not a lot left to do here in the depths. But yeah, upgrading from a +9, ascending it to a +10, or is it +10 to 11? Whichever one is the ascension. Yeah, it's +10 to 11. You have to do that at a blacksmith as well. Or if you want to change it from +10 to lightning. Alright, so this is about the point I'm going to leave it at now. Go ahead and revive, because I'm going to need that. Kindle it to get the extra Estus flask, but yeah, there's not really much else I want to do now, so I'll see you back here next time where we go ahead and actually take out the depths, take out the boss here, and it's not going to be that hard. So until then, take care.